Hello and welcome back. My name is Kiwi Gamer, and this is the second episode in the Microsoft Flight Simulator Showcase series. And today we are going to be flying into Niagara Falls, and we're going to be seeing the beautiful scenery there. So come along for the flight. So we're going to be starting at KIAG, Kilo India Alpha Golf, and we're going to be taking a quick southwest trip, and we'll be seeing all the beautiful scenery, and then we will be flying back around to the same airport. And we will attempt to fly into runway 28 right, but last episode that did not happen. ATC gave us a different airfield to land at. Sorry, not airfield, different runway to land at. Apologies there. So we will just go based on what they tell us instead of making assumptions. So we are going to be flying the Cessna 172 Skyhawk, not the G1000 edition. This is a Deluxe Premium Edition plane, and I'm just going to use this one because I actually quite like the analog dials and things like that, and we used the G1000 in the last episode with the DA60, so we'll just be flying something a little bit different today. So strap up, and it should be a good flight. I'm just going to check the time here, 10 to 7. We're going to preset this so we can get a nice day here. So we'll go for about 10 o'clock. And we'll give it some clear skies here. So we're going to also switch our parking here. We might just zoom in a little bit here. And we probably want to just go somewhere that's parking 1. That'll be fine for us. So we are good to go there. We will see you on the tarmac. Alright, here we are, and we are ready to get going. So let's get straight into it, shall we? Alright, so this is going to be an amazing flight here that I have prepared today, and I have something awesome as well that will be of hopefully new use to new pilots here as well. So I'm just going to come up here and I'm going to manage the AI control, and I'm just going to turn off the radio comms because I don't want them to be giving us pushbacks or communicating with ATC when I don't want them to, because it's going to be a very basic flight. We can handle that all ourselves. So what I'm going to be teaching you guys here today is I'm just going to make sure that all my HOTAS is all hooked up and ready to go, which it is, which is fantastic. A very quick cold and dark start on the Cessna 172 here. So this is very, very quick and easy. The first thing we're going to do is open the fuel shut-off valve. Bang. Nice and quick there. Alternator and the battery are going to go on. The next thing we're going to do is the fuel pump for 3 seconds. The mixture control will go in. We will pull it out, turn the key, and push the mixture control back in. So it's a very quick process. So the fuel shut-offs are now open. Let's get this going. So about 3 seconds here. 2, 3. Shut that off. Pull this to cut. Right around here. Start. In. And we are good to go. Quickest start that you can ever have with this plane. It is just a breeze. Switch the avionics here. Turn those to on. Alright, and we're basically good to go here. We might want to set the parking brake though. Might be a good start. Alright, now we're ready to talk to ATC.
Ground Cessna Bravo Lima Yankee Alpha Tango 42 with Oscar, request taxi for takeoff departing straight out.
Cessna Bravo Lima Yankee Alpha Tango 42 taxi to and hold short of runway 28 right using taxiway Delta cross runway 28 left Delta Delta 1. Contact tower on 118.5 when ready.
Alright, we'll acknowledge that clearance.
Taxi to and hold short runway 28 right using taxiway Delta cross runway 28 left Delta Delta 1 Cessna Tango 42.
Alright. Now we have our have our runway for takeoff over there. So we will get ready, and we will be departing soon. So join me for that. So here we are at runway 28 right. Now we're just going to set a couple of things before we take off here. So first thing I'm going to set is our desired altitude here, so we won't be going up too high. We're probably going to be going to around 3,000 feet, so we can just make sure that we can see Niagara Falls and all its beauty. And when we're up a little bit higher, we will organise that then. We're also going to be setting our heading, and we will put that somewhere around here, about 28, so that should line up nicely. And we will just do a couple of checks here to make sure that we're all good. So we will just test all our freedom of movements. So it looks like we're good to go. So now we can speak to ATC about our clearance.
Niagara Tower, Cessna Bravo Lima Yankee Alpha Tango 42 at runway 28 right, ready for takeoff, straight out departure.
Cessna Bravo Lima Yankee Alpha Tango 42 cleared for takeoff runway 28 right, departing straight out, approved.
Cool.
Cleared for takeoff runway 28 right, Cessna Tango 42.
I don't know what's going on here, but it looks like someone's just popped in just ahead of us here. Not too sure who that is. Doesn't say. There they go. It's quite cool to see. It's almost definitely another player. Oh, that is great. And a large bank. Wow, okay. Very interesting indeed. Alright, so let's get moving here. We're all ready to go. And let's get this thing up into the air. Our takeoff speed will be about 65 knots. So our airspeed is alive here. Got 60. And let's just pull up slightly. Trim. Alright, and now we're on our way to Niagara Falls, so this should be a beautiful flight here, some easy skies. So I'll get you some beautiful shots of the scenery just before we get to Niagara Falls here. Absolutely stunning views there. So with that all done and dusted, what I'm going to do now is just speak to ATC and try and get a landing in here. So let's get that sorted out here.
Approach Cessna Bravo Lima Yankee Alpha Tango 42 is type Cessna Skyhawk 5 miles west of November Yankee 24. Request flight following.
Cessna Bravo Lima Yankee Alpha Tango 42 approach. Squawk 6475.
We'll just respond here.
Cessna Tango 42, did you hear my last transmission?
I did indeed.
Squawk 6475 Cessna Tango 42.
Oh no.
Cessna Tango 42 radar contact 5 miles southeast of Charlie Yankee Sierra November 3,000 feet. UNH 29.902.
So we want KIAG there. Into that one.
Cessna Tango 42, please acknowledge.
Copy Cessna Tango 42.
Cessna Tango 42, contact Buffalo approach on 126.5.
Buffalo approach for Cessna 42.
Going to 126.5 Cessna Tango 42.
Now let's get a procedure going in here. We want to select our approach. ILS 28 right. Let's load that in there. Alright, that should be good. Now let's just have a look at the map. Beautiful. Now we can switch this over to the nav mode here. GPS. Now the last thing that we need to do is dial in the localizer here. So I'm just going to pull that information up here. Now 28 right is going to be The localizer ILS is going to be 110.10. So 110.10. We will switch those frequencies just there, and we are looking good. Get nav mode going, get us on course, and now we're ready to head on into the same runway where we started. So I will be back with you when we're on final.
Cessna Tango 42, descend and maintain 2,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 2,000 feet.
Tower on 120.5, southwest 1260.
Descend and maintain 2,000 feet Cessna Tango 42.
Cessna Tango 42, you are 13 miles east of Niagara. Maintain present heading and altitude. Contact Niagara Tower on 118.5.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Tower on 118.5 Cessna Tango 42.
Now we will go ahead and get our landing clearance here.
Niagara Tower Cessna Bravo Lima Yankee Alpha Tango 421 miles east inbound ILS runway 28 right approach.
Cessna Bravo Lima Yankee Alpha Tango 42 Niagara Tower. Cleared ILS runway 28 right approach. QNH 29er.9er 2 wind 282 at tree.
Sounds good.
Cleared ILS runway 28 right approach Cessna Tango 42.
Let's get our landing lights, beacon lights, nav and strobe going. So with that given to us now, what I'm going to do is just switch over to our nav here. Just going to get us on course. And we will arm our approach mode. And we are effectively good for landing here. I hope you've enjoyed the flight. It's been a pleasure to fly with you all and see Niagara Falls. Now for the next episode I will be going to the Rocky Mountains in Canada. So please join me for that. Until then, enjoy the final, and we'll convene when we're on the ground. So we're looking perfectly on track here. Just coming in on our final. Absolutely beautiful day for flying. Thanks for joining me taking the trip to Niagara Falls, and I hope you have all enjoyed it. Just when we get to a certain level here, I will take manual control and land this thing. So I'm just going to slow it down a little bit here. We want to be under 100 knots. So we're going a bit fast here. I'll just wait for that speed to tone down. Up 1,000 feet. But we are looking good. Alright, ready to take manual control. Manual control. Nice, easy landing there.